I gotta ask, are there groupies? Okay,
Christian groupies?
You know it is.
There has to be, bro.
I mean, there.
I can just hear ladies saying some crazy stuff to them now.
You know, I don't know if you got this before, John, but I've gotten several times. God told me that you're my husband.
Yeah. Big Boy's neighborhood. Beautiful day in the neighborhood, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to tell you guys, man. I told these fellas to come back to the neighborhood, and they came back.
Yes,
sir.
First off, I got to say welcome back to the neighborhood. And I'm going to start off with you, Jay. Did you get lighter?
What?
Hey, man, tell me, am I tripping or does John look lighter?
The sun ain't been out. You know what I'm saying?
We got to pull up the
It's been
footage.
raining.
You sure you ain't doing no like bleach, like no
Bleach baths?
Yeah, like no skin bleaching or nothing like that?
Not yet. I mean, I got that slated for April.
Man.
around that time. I ain't done it yet. Though.
You must be living like a lot more holier because when you were sinning more, you were darker. Jon Keith Miles Minnick, welcome back to the neighborhood, fellas.
Yes, sir.
Hey man, we said we were going to do this, and we're back. What's been going down since the last time y'all were in the neighborhood, man? It ain't been long, but it's been long.
Yeah, it's been long. A lot can happen.
Welcome
in a few
back,
months.
Miles. First off.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, man. Since then, we got booked for Rolling Loud, LA.
Yeah, man. So did y'all get booked together?
Separately, actually. Yeah.
How does that work?
He did Miami,
Right.
and now I'm doing LA next Saturday.
How does that work? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because for one, anybody that know y'all music, people know like God is in your music.
For sure.
Yeah.
But man, there's everything else in your music. Like you guys are artists.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So all people got to do is give y'all like a chance without being all folded up.
For sure.
And y'all come and y'all kill it, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's sometimes I'll see people rocking out to y'all. Then they're like, wait, hold on. What did he say?
Yeah, once they realize it's Christian, it's too late. It's like you already like it.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. And it's crazy when you say once they realize it's Christian, you know, like that's a problem. Man, I like Christian music. I can't believe this, man. I heard the dude say praise the Lord. but and we've had a chance to talk about this before, but if there's anybody that didn't get a chance to see our last sit down, man, when we talk about just like Christ-like and the things that you guys are doing, bro, you know what I'm saying? Did y'all grow up in hip-hop?
Yeah. So I definitely did. Like, my dad taking me to school. We listened to the NWA, F the Police. We listening to the old school E40, all the Too Shorts and stuff. So like, so like all I knew was hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I grew up like within the hyphy movement. So I got the RP Mac Dre hoodies and the goatee and the dreads. Like it's in my DNA. And so when the Lord found me, it's like He didn't want to extract my culture from me. He wanted to use it, you know, to be a blessing to other people.
When you say when the Lord found me, as opposed to when I found the Lord.
Yeah.
Why so? Why you say it as such?
I wasn't looking for him. I wasn't. Yeah. Like I was in the middle of a smoking session. My friend said, "Hey, we should go to church." I didn't want to go. They drugged me in there. But when I was in there, I felt the power of God.
That's crazy, man, because you know what? Especially with the music, with the lifestyle, you would think that's one of the things you try to turn the message down. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, man, what's popular isn't as popular for the masses. 100. So you kind of turn the message down, but you hadn't been hearing the message, Miles. You know, sometimes did you see once you went in there, you was like, man, this is what God been trying to tell me for the longest, or for a while.
Once I went in, I didn't think I was gonna like it or even want to be there, but like for some reason, like it was hitting me every single word. You know what I'm saying? And then I physically felt like I felt the presence of God.
Were you scared of that?
Yeah, low key.
Yeah,
low key. But it was tugging on me, and I couldn't avoid it.
Did you know that night when from the smoke session to the church? Did you know that night, or did you kind of let it marinate a little bit and like, I keep coming back to this?
I let it marinate for sure for a couple years until there was a talent show at my high school, and all the judges was Christian rap artists. And I said, yo, if I'm gonna win this talent show, let me do a Christian rap song.
Wait, all the judges were Christian rap artists?
They were Christian artists, yeah.
But was it a talent show?
But it was a regular talent show.
Oh, wow.
But they were secretly like Christian artists.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, yo.
It was undercover agents. That's wild.
Yeah. So I'm like, let me appeal to them. And then when I did the song, we won the whole talent show. The school went crazy, went ballistic. and that was one of my confirmations. Like, yo, maybe I could kind of lean into this.
Right.
Like, maybe
Because were
God's
you
calling
doing secular music beforehand, right?
Yeah. At that time, yeah, I was deep in it. Yeah, for sure.
Really though.
Mm-hmm.
And Jay, the same thing with you, John, where you get a calling.
I mean, you know, it wasn't really the same. I was like, I was raised in a house full of people that, you know, like we went to church every Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Like my dad was like an honorary pastor up until like 2 years ago. Now he's a real pastor. You know what I'm saying? But like he's always been in leadership in the church. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, and that's still like that. I was raised with those morals and principles, and you know, my parents talking about God and talking about Jesus, but it was very like legalistic and very like not that they were, but that's how I thought about it. It wasn't like oh, this is like I believe that God is a person who desires like relationship with me. It was just like, you know, this is what we do. You wash your hands before you eat, just like you go to church on Sundays. That's the rules.
And you know what's crazy, man, is that you guys lived a life before, and y'all living a life now.
Yeah.
But you know how some people think like, no, it's like a factory, it's manufactured. You got to live a certain way, and you know, like people they don't turn up. You know, I think that you guys really kind of dispel a lot of the so-called beliefs that people think that they have when they think about, you know, Christian artists. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
What do y'all, if you were to put yourself in a box which you're not in, if there was a label, what would you say? Do you say Christian rap artist?
I feel fully confident saying Christian artist.
I heard that.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a Christian everything.
Yeah, okay, got you.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a Christian father. I'm a Christian husband. I'm a Christian. You know, like that to me, that's the first part of my identity, no matter what. That is a big bird. That
dude.
Yo,
hey man,
that was a
for
hot.
people that didn't see it, I just caught it off the side of the court. I was like,
I heard
y'all got pterodactyls out here, bro.
Yeah,
that was
man.
wild.
Gonna be picking up cars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? See, look at God.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a Christian. Everything is the first part of my identity.
Yeah.
And so
great answer.
Like I have no problem now. If you ask me, you know, do I make music only for Christians? I would say no every time. No. Yeah. But I am a Christian artist.
Yeah, and that's the same way how somebody you know you make music, and those that come to it.
That's right.
That's just like if somebody say, man, you know, I only make music for people that live in Peoria, Illinois. I only make, you know what I'm saying? Like people that come, they come to the music, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you guys do, man, and I've had a chance to talk to you guys. I listen to the music. You guys are so talented, and you can't deny talent. You know what I'm saying? You can't deny your talent, bro. And even with they sent me I guess it would be a DJ pack for club, right? And the last time you guys were here, we kind of did it live and messed around with it. But I saw that there's a radio version for club, right? What does radio version of club? What does that mean from Christian artists?
You know, I don't know what they did to it. They probably extended the intro or something.
Okay, so
yeah,
I was gonna say,
they can't edit no lyrics out. Like,
I don't know.
We not cussing.
I don't know. We didn't say nothing. We didn't say after we edited Miles' parts. We didn't say nothing. No, you know what I'm saying? We didn't say nothing. Like we didn't say nothing crazy.
Hey man, when I asked when you said, I don't mind being called a Christian artist. When you broke down, I'm a Christian father, I'm a Christian husband. That was such the great answer, bro. And I'm telling you, I looked at Miles, and Miles had this look like, dang, I wish I would have said that. Because that was such a great answer, man. I almost thought I saw Miles do the F word, but he probably said French, you know what I'm saying? But when you said it, Miles was like, ooh. Oh, that was a good one. Hey, man, I'm telling you, because y'all do beautiful things together, but y'all do beautiful things separately. Yeah. I'm telling you, Jay, you're going to see an interview. And he gonna say that. He gonna have it.
Hey,
I'm gonna let him run with that.
You could use it, bro. You could use it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell them. You know what I'm saying, that I came up with Christ-like. So.
Oh yeah. Hey
I'm gonna tell everybody.
And then Christ-like, and y'all brought more gear for me as well. Because them things for me, they're selling. There's a lot of people out there, man.
Yeah.
Dude, there's a lot. There is a market for Christ-like, man.
Hey,
so what we gonna do before we get out of here today, I want you to hand that to me.
Yeah.
Like how we did the last one, because when people see that you handed it to me, man, the price is.
Hey,
How about the show?
Yeah. And feel free to sign it too, man.
No, for sure.
So what's going on with you guys together as I would say as a group together?
I mean, 3 days ago we dropped our first album.
Yeah,
West
congratulations,
Indies.
bro.
Well, our first album
Hey
together.
man, remember when you told me that?
Hey,
West Indies, I was
so
like,
remember.
oh, I wish I had that.
Yeah.
There's so much power in West Indies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
so funny. It's not a lot of people. There's been a few people that's been like, man, the West Indies is a real place. You can't disrespect the West Indies like
the
that.
Caribbean.
I'm like,
the
bro.
islands.
I'm like, dog. The name is a bar.
It's a bar.
Yeah, oh
West-
my God,
You know,
dude.
independent
You
artists
know
on
what
the
it
West
is,
Coast.
man? This is where we at in 2025.
Hilarious.
Everybody got a problem with everything.
Yeah.
Everybody got a problem
right.
with everything, man. Like, dude, if we're from the West Coast, we're independent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're indies.
Yeah.
Like Jesus Christ.
funny.
Can I say
Yeah.
that? Sorry about that.
I mean, hey, call on his name, brother.
Yeah,
You know what
man.
I'm saying?
Call
But West Indies, who came with that?
That was Miles, right?
Yeah,
Damn,
yeah, for
Miles.
sure. So we did one song. I'm like, John, like, what if we just do a EP called West Indies? He was like, say less, brother.
Yeah, that's what.
And we,
John, let him.
I think, bro,
Let
I
him.
literally think you said that too.
But like that.
I didn't say it like that,
Yeah.
though. That don't even sound
So
like me.
is that
Say less,
what he
brother.
sound like to you?
Oh, wait. I'm not gonna lie. When I said it out loud, I might have said it like that.
Yeah. Say less, brother.
Say less, brother.
Yeah. He got different little inflections.
I
and
might have
voices,
did that.
you know.
So is that here for us and it's available now?
It's available now.
What does that do for you though? Because there's a creative process, man.
Yeah, for sure,
And,
for sure.
and each person got their own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How is it when y'all come together?
Yeah, well, this is my first collab project.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we loved it. But I'm like, yo, how are the fans gonna react? Is it too much rap? Is it not enough melody? Is it too much this, too much that?
Yeah, get
But-
out your own head though. Get out your way.
You know what I'm saying? But as soon as we dropped it, the feedback has been phenomenal. Like, yo, there's no skips on the project. This your best project. We need a part 2 already. I'm like, yo, first of all, like
Relax.
let us
Yeah,
relax.
can we
Let
have
it
this one
marinate.
first? Yeah.
Let it marinate. But no, it's been a phenomenal weekend.
Hey man, is it difficult where people try to see you guys too right? You know, because you're living your lives. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like people try to do a pedestal on y'all?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And John went viral for that last time. Didn't we talk about that last
It
time?
was
Like,
upset.
yeah.
Yeah. So last
With
time,
us?
not with you.
Oh,
it was
okay.
upset with me for what I said to you.
Yeah. So yeah, what do you?
So it was a clip where I said, what was it? It was like people look at us like we're your pastors,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we're Christian artists, and they ain't like that, and they was like, you are, you are my pastor, and I was like, but I'm not though.
Right,
you know what
right,
I'm saying?
right,
Like,
right.
And it was like a whole
John, don't
a
double
whole
down
thing.
on the Jesus, please.
Damn, dog.
No,
Look.
but yeah.
Yeah,
Well, because on one hand, like, you could do a Christian song and gain a platform, right? And a lot of people
Yeah,
see
yeah.
Christians with platforms as, oh, you're our leader. But it's because somebody's a
Yeah,
Christian
yeah.
and they have a platform. It doesn't mean they went to seminary. It doesn't mean that they
Yeah, there's a
studied the
whole-
Bible for years.
Right.
Because the thing is, there's two sides to it. It's like, yo, what I'm not saying and what we're not saying is that we don't have a special kind of responsibility. The fact that we are followers of Jesus and we have a platform like this, yes, we have responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
got to be accountable. However, the role of a pastor, you know what I'm saying? Let me just get my Bible bag for a minute.
Yeah,
In the
yeah.
Bible, that's a whole role with specific duties and standards that you got to meet. You can be a Christian artist because you're 15, you love Jesus, and you put a song on the internet and it went viral.
Right.
That 15-year-old kid is not now your pastor.
on.
That's wild.
Come on.
That's unbelievable.
And are we saying pastor by definition, or you know, or because there's some people that you can get the message from?
Yeah,
You know what I'm
100%.
saying?
I mean, God
Yeah, for
can
sure.
speak. God can speak through whoever God want to speak through.
Right.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I always say, I don't know I don't know if you would agree with this, but I always say, music to me, like, this is my job. I'm very happy that it can minister to people, but it is not my ministry.
Gotcha.
It is not my ministry. It can minister because God can move through and speak through whatever He's gonna do that through. And it can and it will minister, but my life is my ministry. You know what I'm saying? Like, relationship with people, like that, like that's that, and it's different. You know what I'm saying? So I think it kind of gets muddy when you start, you know, it can get muddy when you start blending together. Oh, I do this for money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm trying to grow my platform so that me and my family can be successful and set up well, right? That's a part of it.
Right.
Also because I love it and there's a passion in it. Versus ministry is just for the sake of other people. That's what that's for.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And like
Yes, sir.
people like to try and it gets
And
muddy.
you're a father, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many kids you have?
I just one.
Just one.
Just one.
And how young?
He just turned 1 in January.
Oh man.
wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he just
you new to the club.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got
very
you,
much.
You got a lot of life
New
ahead
to
of
the
you.
club, yeah.
Yeah.
He,
New to the club.
He just recognized the dad voice for the first time like a couple weeks ago.
Isn't that amazing?
You know what I'm saying?
bro?
I was like, oh my God. So much power. This is crazy.
Hey, dude, how wild is it that you thought you were living life until?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Miles,
Yeah.
no kids?
4 of them.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, I've been in the club.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He been in the club.
What's the ages?
Really in the club.
Oh, 2, 4, 8.
Don't say a 6. If you got a 2, 4, 6, 8, I'm like, Lord, how much?
That's crazy than that.
2, 4, 8, and 15.
So Miles is actually
But
45
you like
years
17
old.
and a half.
I know he looks like that. Miles is 45. And
man.
No. So
You know what I love about this? That just shows that y'all live life too.
100%.
Yeah,
like,
man.
I told you I was really out there. So my daughter was born when I was.
And you light skinned. You know what I'm saying? Like real, because light skin got a little different. You know what I mean? Like y'all don't have to talk as much as we do.
I don't know what you mean.
you didn't have to work all that much. You know what I'm saying?
Hey John, you know people like, you know what I mean? Like no, John, I don't know what you mean. Yeah, it's just something, man. You know what I'm saying?
So my daughter was born when I was a freshman in high school.
Wow.
And so yeah, they think that's my little sister or
crazy.
whatever.
And you know what's wild about that is like that is real life, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
100.
And there's so many people that can say the test and the testimony. And there's so many people that can look at you because at that age, I couldn't imagine having a child that young or even thinking, what is my life? Is this over? You know, because everything is very serious when you're that age.
100.
You get called to the principal, that's serious to you.
Yeah.
You going to a football game or missing one, that's serious. Like life was so serious. And then when you look back at it, it's like, oh, it wasn't that serious. But you had serious life.
Yeah. Like.
And
at
what
a
grade
young
were you
age.
in?
Freshman.
You were 14 years old.
Yeah.
Lord Jesus, I can't believe it.
Yeah, man. So really, my dad took away my curfew when I was 10. So I was free since 5th grade, for real, to do whatever I wanted, however long I wanted to do it. Because he wanted me to have that freedom to grow and learn on my own or whatever. But in the process of that, that happened. So we
Hey,
literally.
dude, my son is 18. I'm about to put another curfew on him. Yeah. Now that you told me that your dad pulled yours off of him.
Yeah. I mean, we was like in school with Lonnie, like in class and all of that. Like we was known as like that couple with the baby. The teachers rallied around us and all of that. Some of them would even like hold my daughter while they teaching class.
So you would
that's
literally
sweet.
have
That's
the baby
sweet.
at
That's mad
school?
sweet.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
For sure. Not all the time, but like sometimes.
Yeah, at
we
times
had-
when you
yeah,
had
yeah.
to.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
That's wild, man. Did you ever think that things were over at that age?
Nah, I didn't.
Did you have a good support system too?
Yeah. Like my BMs. Can I say that on the radio? My baby mama's parents, they really stepped in and supported. Pops and them was like, hey, you stupid, you on your own for real.
Damn.
Until I graduated, then they really stepped in and helped. But in high school, it was
Had
really,
to prove yourself a
it was
little bit, huh?
mom's family. For
Like,
sure.
yeah, we might as well go back to him. You know what I'm saying? and now that things are poppy, like, that's my boy, right? Yeah, man.
Miles, right?
Yeah. Miles, come on back, man. Hold on. I got some people that want to see you on FaceTime real quick. Yeah, man. It's crazy what this life is, though, bro.
Yeah.
And you just never know, man.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? You never know.
But it forced me to grow up quicker, though.
Yeah, I can
You know what I'm
imagine.
saying? Yeah. So
I can imagine.
18, 19 years old, like really knowing what I wanted to become, what I wanted to do.
What was that then?
Is
Was
what
it
I'm-
just
was what I'm-
music? What
I'm
you doing?
now. Yeah,
Right.
exactly what I'm doing now.
But you know what's crazy about that too, and for both of you, man, wanting music is to some people so far fetched. You know what I'm saying? Like even if my son or my daughter came to me, as many people as I know, if they said I want to do this, I would say out of love sometimes you're like, oh, just
Yeah,
come
yeah,
on,
for
you
sure,
know,
for sure.
and not dooking on dreams, but out of love you get this protective thing that sometimes we put around our kids.
It's a low probability career.
Absolutely.
Man.
Not many people get to make it to that level,
Right.
But I refuse to back down from it. Like I refuse to go through my life, be scared and not try, because I didn't want to look back and be like, what if I would have went for it?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, the if I woulda, coulda, shouldas, bro.
You know what I'm
Trust
saying?
me, man. And I think we all got one or two or some of those already, you know what I'm saying, that you definitely didn't want this one to be another one of those.
100%. What
about you, Jon? And we had these conversations, but just growing up, man, what made you, as far as music, get over to the Christ, you know what I'm saying, the Christ-like side, the Christian artist side? Because you know it's so easy, or it's easier. Nothing's easy, but it's, you know, if you're thinking about becoming an artist, easier to see what you see on video,
for sure,
and the lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like for me,
there's a different discipline to what y'all do as well.
Yeah, for me, I was making you know, Christian rap, Christian music before I had a relationship with God, and I call it that because it wasn't like, oh, you know, God is the best, and it was like, yo, God, where are you?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where you are. I see you doing stuff in other people's life. I don't feel like you care about me. I don't feel like it was angry.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason I still call it Christian music is because that is still Christian life.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like sitting and being like, God, this is what I'm going through right now. And you know what? I think this is kind of your fault.
Right.
I'm upset with you.
It's
like
a conversation.
I'm mad. I feel like you're not present with me. All of these things, David did that all throughout the Bible.
The songs,
all throughout the Psalms.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? And there's a thing, you know, now where a lot of the times, you know, people feel like, oh, well, like, you know, this is not, you can't like make a song like that and leave it there. Like there's no light in it. I'm like, yo, some of them Psalms ended dark. Like I'm in the belly of hell, and I don't know where you are. End of Psalm. Like that.
Right.
That was the case sometimes. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it's like, and the thing is, like God is not afraid of your emotions.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. It's like my son is 1 year old. 1 year.
Yeah, there you go.
So he's 1 year old, and he'll have moments where he'll fall out and throw a tantrum, and he's, you know. And I started doing this thing recently where I'll go, show me, I want to see, like, show me your, I want to see the best tantrum you got, right? And I'm being funny, and he'll stop and look at me like, man, you tripping? But I'm like, God's not like, oh no, he's getting upset,
right?
Oh, you better. It's like, yeah, okay, you're having a moment right now.
Yeah,
go ahead and have your moment.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so like that's why I say when I was young, I was 14 when I started actually writing raps, and they all sounded like that. It was like, I don't think you care about me. I don't think you're here. But they were all pointed at God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was still Christian music. God has just always kind of been around like a central point of my life, whether it's in a positive light or a negative. So it's like, yeah, I mean, the music
what
was
about
always
the
about
enoughs that you guys got to deal with? You know, like the Christian enough, hip hop enough, you know, like everybody got enoughs. Do y'all have to deal with those? Like somebody on the outside looking in, like you don't look a certain way, and you know what I'm saying? Like
we've got
do you have the Christian cops?
We got the
for
it's
sure.
not Christian enough, or there's not enough scripture. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we ever got any from the other side, like, oh, it don't slap enough. Cause
Yeah, that's the.
Everybody else is like, hey, this fire.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You would think others would be the one like, man, like what are y'all talking? Yeah, so but sometimes we get ridiculed, judged by our own.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
yeah,
you know what I'm
sure.
saying?
For sure.
Like
100%.
And that's probably what's going down with it.
I mean, that's happened to me specifically with my city. You know what I'm saying? Like in Dago, like the main, or really the only kind of rap that anybody will respect is like gang banging, and all of that. And so, like, you know, I did a interview with Sway, and there was a big platform in Dago that posted the freestyle, and you know what I'm saying, they was in there like, oh, Blood ain't cool, he ain't, you know what I'm saying, and it's like, yo, wait, why? Because it's like, and I see people commenting under like, yo, what do you don't like about this? Man, he ain't even talking about nothing. It's like, yo,
he ain't talking about nothing.
Like, you mean he ain't
talking about what?
Yeah.
He ain't talking about that nonsense.
Right, yeah.
I'm not talking about sliding on people and you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not hood enough.
Right.
It's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, it'll be like that sometimes.
It's out there and
debauchery.
it's out there and it exists. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still wondering, have y'all been seeing Kirk Franklin and his new dance moves?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, man.
I even go with the leather on.
Yeah, man.
I'm not gonna lie, my Uncle Kirk, I'd be like, I wanna. I'm like, man, I wanna ride for you.
Hey,
Those
man,
soda joints is
I
crazy.
caught one of them when he almost like did a ball sack catch, but he was. I was like, oh, brother Kirk.
Yo, doing arena tours.
Yeah, man.
He be like, come on now. I'm
Yeah.
like, yo,
Give it to me now.
I'm like, yo, for Jesus.
Yeah, man. But you know what, man? He bringing people, and he brought us there.
100%.
Yeah, he
You
sure
know what
did.
I'm saying?
You know?
Yeah.
He one of the most gifted songwriters, ever. But I think in his mind, he's like, but I'm an entertainer. I can't sing it. I can write it.
entertainer.
But you know what? Let me go ahead and dance for these folk.
Yeah, and he out there dancing, boy. Yeah, I'm like, and his pants getting tighter and tighter. You know what I'm saying? I counted one time he had 37 cents in his pocket. I was like, man, that's I'm like, this dude got a quarter. Did you see that on there? A nickel and 2 pounds. I'm like, man, them pants are tight, bro. Like, even the Lord was like, man, come on, man.
Hey, shout out Uncle Kirk, man.
You gotta love it. Hey, man, but what is it like when y'all get on stage separately at Rolling Loud? Like you're coming up this weekend,
Yes, sir.
for Rolling Loud. But you guys are so good at what you do, so there's a confidence there.
For sure.
But do you first walk out? Are people slow? Because people know, but those that don't know, are you gaining them? You know, sometimes and then by the end you're like, oh, okay.
I mean, before I was doing any kind of church show or Christian show, I was doing regular shows.
Right.
You
So
know,
you seasoned.
Yeah, like regular shows at the clubs or at these community shows or word ceremonies. You know what I'm saying? And so the love is there. If it's dope music, if there's stage presence, if there's style, if you connecting with the people, they're gonna connect with it.
Yeah.
And so
I've seen that.
That's why I'm really turned off for Rolling Loud, because like I don't feel like they ever had anybody like us on these stages before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And when I performed in December in Miami, and I mean, like I wasn't so much like in the clubs, but like I couldn't tell you how many shows I've done. Like I don't know. And actually I went to Day in Vegas was the first festival I ever went to. Love that festival, by the way. Come back. But I was watching some artists that like I like look up to.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, yo, this is so interesting. You're not a better performer than me. Like not in a prideful way, but just as a fact of life, I'm watching.
Right.
Like this
is
is
keeping it real.
I'm a person that studies the art form, and I'm watching what you're doing, and it's actually not impressive.
It's like, do y'all take it serious?
Yeah, and so like we done hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, and him about 7 million shows. No, he stayed booked.
Yeah.
I seen this man's schedule. I screenshot it. That's my wallpaper right now. But yeah, I'm saying hundreds and hundreds of shows where it's like there's nobody paying attention, there's nobody there, or there's a bunch of people there and they don't want you on the stage. There's a bunch of people there and they're open to it. It's just all these different environments
all different kinds.
where it's like, me stepping out in front of, Rolling Loud at this point is like it's an honor, but it's not foreign. It don't feel
right.
It don't feel no different.
Do y'all feel like it's getting so-called more accepted because of what y'all put into it as well though? Because I told you, man, like I would hear y'all before other people was telling me like, yo big, and I mean these are people that's MFing all day, and and I was already on you, Miles, but then Hed was another. That was like, man, you gotta get him on. And I was like, I don't want all the girls in the neighborhood like falling in love with him. I was coming from a hater side too. It wasn't even about talent. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, but no, like that's just one of those things you can't deny real talent. And especially if you just listen. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing is getting people to listen sometimes. Because sometimes we don't want to listen.
Yeah. 100%.
You know?
100%. That's 100%. Why we've been looking at the marketing side of it. It's like, do we want to put Christian rap as every header? I think we could accidentally put ourselves in a box if we do that with every clip. So it's like, what if we just put it out there and let the people determine what it is? You know what I'm saying? But still keep our same message. But it's like, nah, like we don't gotta marginalize ourselves. But big shout out to DJ Hed though, and Sway and people that's been hitting you up, because it is being more accepted.
Yeah,
and
man.
and I think people like Kendrick indirectly made stuff like that happen, because Kendrick is out here. He has substance in his music.
Yes, sir.
It isn't just the regular that you hear every day on different radio stations. He's talking about deep things to slapping beats. You know what I'm saying? So here we go, slapping beats with some substance, talking about something.
Yeah.
And so the climate is now ripe for something new to happen like that.
What's interesting too is people to my knowledge, I don't feel like they ever did that to Chance. You know, Chance the Rapper was talking about very blatantly about Jesus and God.
Yeah.
And they was like, this is far. I'm gonna praise him. They was going in. They was up. That was, you know what I'm saying? That was all over the place. All throughout that project, Jesus, all over it. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, this is acceptable. I rock with this. But then when someone comes along and like, yeah, and I'm, you know, this music about Jesus, like, I'm not listening to that.
Do y'all listen to secular music?
Yeah.
So were y'all listening to the Drake and the Kendrick?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right.
Multiple times.
Okay.
Over and over again.
Do y'all edit in your head?
I edit when I rap it out loud for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm a self-editor.
Yeah, man. I guess you would have to, huh?
It's too difficult.
For you.
I don't even catch it that it happened until after.
Right.
Until somebody makes a face and they're like, that's my bad.
What are you, human?
Yeah.
So y'all followed the whole Drake Kendrick thing. And
Yeah, how could you not? Especially living out here. It's
Yeah.
like, it's everywhere. I couldn't go anywhere without hearing dun 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 dun.
Yeah, tell me about it, man.
You know
Did you think he was going to do it at the Super Bowl? I thought with the lawsuit.
absolutely knew it.
100%.
I had inside intel too.
Especially once someone told me, yo, they're saying he can't do it. I said, well, he's definitely doing it now.
Right.
He might not have.
You say you had inside intel. Well, thank you for calling us.
Yeah, man.
No.
Wow.
You gotta look
That's
at
what the homies do, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Yo,
I didn't have the
I thought you
intel.
was gonna be there. I
Hold
thought
on
you
for a
was gonna
second,
be in the
man.
mix.
Hey, Juan, can you come get Miles out of here? Thank you, brother. Yeah, all righty.
I didn't have the intel, you know what I'm saying? So
Wait,
just,
but
just
if you look at the dancers, a lot of his dancers was from the Bay Area.
Right.
They was from up north, and some of my good friends was in the group. I'm like, you gotta tell me the set list.
See, I didn't want to know. So you knew the set list?
In order.
I didn't want to know.
I didn't wanna know.
And I remember early on, Top Dog told me, he was like, oh, he gonna do the song. But that was before the lawsuit. And you know what I'm saying? It just got to a point where I was like, man, the NFL, the network, UMG, the law, I thought everything, even if he wanted to, I was like, it can't be done.
Well, you know Drake added it to the lawsuit now, too. The Super Bowl
Super Bowl
It's
performance?
now added to the lawsuit.
Yeah. Him is sensitive. That's why I don't like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like being lumped in with the
light skins?
With the light skins, man.
Right,
That's
right,
not,
right.
He don't speak.
Stop
He don't
bleaching your
speak for
skin
us.
then, John.
Yo, no, you mid-skin.
He don't speak. He don't speak for us. Mid skin.
Mid-skin.
That's the first time I ever heard that in my
Yeah, you
life.
mid-skin.
Really?
Yeah.
We
it's
say
like-
that about you all the time.
Oh. in the other group chat.
Yeah. Sometimes I just hit Miles like, hey, where mid-skin at? Like, he's in Dago. You know what I'm saying?
Or Nashville.
Yeah. So are you in Nashville?
Yeah, I just moved to Nashville with my family.
I heard that, man.
Temporarily.
Why temporary? Because people are getting up and leaving, bro.
They
Yeah,
are. They
for
are.
one, I'm in my bones. I'm a West Coast. You know what I'm saying? Like
Wait, you what?
Yeah. I gotta
Like,
say
say the
that
word, John.
I'm right here with Miles. You
Say
know what
the
I'm saying?
word, John.
We're gonna be in the same like frame. I can't
It
say
seemed like he
when I'm
cursed
right-
at the house.
You know what I'm saying? So we just moved temporarily. I'm just like, I know that I belong out here. Like I know that I'm called to my city.
For sure.
Like I think God wants me in my city.
Right.
I believe I'm called to the church. You know what I'm saying? That I was at there. But it's just, this is a season right now of just like work and like opportunity. And the thing is, like, being out, like, LA is one thing, but there's a lot of opportunities within the Christian music realm, specifically in Nashville.
Really?
And it's also specific for me. I don't just rap. So like I got a album dropping later this year, and it sounds absolutely nothing like West Indies. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like there's like other collaborations, other people who are who are, you know, opening doors, all that kind of stuff. That's in.
How long you been in Nashville?
We just got there February 3rd.
Oh man, so you fresh.
Yeah.
As we sitting down, it's your month day.
Yeah.
Dang.
Exactly.
But you know what, man? People say that it's very beautiful out there too. You know what I'm saying? And people are different, and you know what I mean? Like sometimes you need a change.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because sometimes people don't get up and go do that either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's very bold to get the comfort zone. It's very bold. It's very bold to say, man, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna leave. Yeah. Like there's a power in that to go into something that's unfamiliar.
Yeah.
And Miles, where you at? You're like, man, I'm right here, baby.
I'm in San Pedro.
I got his address.
Yeah. Can you put it up? Anybody want to stop by for a verse, some prayer, chicken sandwich?
Chicken sandwich. Yeah. I'm in South Bay, LA, but I'm new out here too.
How long you been out here?
A year.
Dang. And you from the Bay?
Yeah.
Where at?
Pittsburgh, East Bay.
Hey man,
Big Von.
Have
City.
you ever when somebody pull up at a light, you ever bust their windows out their car and take their belongings? Like, have you bipped anybody?
You know, I am not personally a bipper. Yeah, but I have been a victim of the bip for
Somebody
sure.
bipped you? They probably went back over there like, man, all these Bibles.
Bro.
Man,
bro, the Bay is like Gotham City without a Batman, bro.
It's crazy.
Hey,
it's
bro,
rough.
That bipping is coming out here now.
Oh, I know it.
Yeah, man.
I was staying in Long Beach for a minute. Where I live at, my car got broken into 4 times.
Oh, 4 times? All right, bro. After 2,
that's what, bro.
You should have did something different.
After 2, that's when you get a little motorcycle or something, bro.
But they messed up and took my Apple headphones. And
no!
You know, you could track the headphones. I was hot one day. I'm like, oh no, I'm about to get this joker. So I know. Look, I was new to Long Beach too, so I didn't really know like where not to go. So I pulled up. I'm like, nah, he gonna take my headphone, $500 headphone. I pulled up. I'm like, yo. It was like the project.
Just turned around and went home.
The roofs was kind of missing, but it had like Lambos and Mustangs on the front. I'm like, this feels very, very off. Let me not even try.
Plus, with you being from a turf anyway, you know, like, something ain't right here.
Let me not even try.
You're like, man, I can get some more headphones.
I was thinking I was going to see somebody. I'm like, y'all can keep it, bro. Like,
yeah.
But nah, so we moved to Pedro though. It's a lot.
Right. Hey man, so you followed up. You knew exactly where it was at. Like you traced them to the crib.
Yeah, on my phone, it showed me exactly where the headphones was at. But it was like a duplex, so I didn't know which door it was either. So I'm like, let me not go knocking on doors.
Did they bust your windows?
They did.
Dang, man.
They did.
This is where we are now, bro.
And my headphones was tucked, hidden under heck of stuff.
They had some time, huh?
Man, we went in there. Mail was everywhere. But yeah, what they was doing is they was in cahoots with some of our neighbors. So like they put a little like brick to keep the little door open to the garage. They was going through everybody's car.
That's gangster.
Damn.
I'm like, Long Beach, bro, y'all got to get it together. And it was no security. I'm like, come on, Camden Harbor Apartments by the Pike in Long Beach.
Right. Wow. You just put the whole address out there, huh?
I was like, they got to get
by
it
the Pike
together.
in Long Beach. Man, we was door 37. I heard that, man. But it's crazy, man, because the one thing that I love about you guys, man, is not just the message and the music, but who you guys are. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people that could see themselves in you. And there's sometimes, man, where we get so kind of like, man, what are people going to think?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not going against the grain, but it's like, what are people going to think? What if my authentic self is like these guys, but I'm worried about what somebody else is thinking? You know? And did y'all ever think about your authentic self, who you are now, and the representative that you used to be?
Yeah,
man.
for sure. I mean, those folks from my city, like, yo, like, why would you stop rapping the way you were rapping to make music for God? You're not gonna get anywhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I would hear that before I even put a Christian song out, and so that would be in my head, like, yo, what if nobody's gonna listen?
Yeah, man.
What if it's not gonna work? But we've seen nothing but the opposite of that. Like, it's been absolute love, and so now it's like, I hope our music could inspire somebody. Like, yo, go after it. Yeah. Speak your truth.
Aside from what you guys do in West Indies, man, how did this come together? You know what I'm saying? Because one is here, one is there. You know what I'm saying? How did it come together? And I probably asked you guys, I'm sure I asked you the last time we sat, but I don't remember the answer.
But this is a good question. I think our collab tape is something that the culture didn't see coming. You know what I'm saying? He's a part of Indie Tribe, which is like one of the top Christian rap collectives in the whole genre. I'm a part of the Glow Collective, and a lot of people associate Jon and Indie Tribe with the East Coast. and they associate
so
us
crazy
with the West. Right, because in all his songs,
crazy.
he talk about the West Coast,
Right.
but nobody really labeled him that.
West Coast 619. They go West Coast 61 California. All this all over every song.
But I think it was his sound why they didn't label him West Coast.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? But yo, like we would do shows together throughout the years.
Just seeing each other.
I had him at
Like
my
this.
festival. He had me at his festival, and then
Yeah.
the West Coast Renaissance was happening last year. We're like, yo, let's do a song,
Yeah.
and then the chemistry just sparked,
Yeah.
and we had Big Boy with it.
Hello. Hey, man, what about, and I got to ask, are there groupies? Okay,
Christian groupies?
you know it
There
is.
has to be, bro.
I mean, there.
I could just hear ladies saying some crazy stuff to them now.
You know, I don't know if you got this before, John, but I've gotten several times. God told me that you're my husband.
Yeah.
I'm like, how am I?
Louis told me that. Remember? I was like, look, man, go on.
I've only ever heard that from one woman, and it was after we got married.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying, holla at the boy. I don't get God told me
Yeah,
you
man.
were my husband. I have gotten a couple of, I mean, just shameless like comments. You know what I'm saying? Like on Instagram, somebody was like, some shorty was like, he could do better. Like
Oh no!
and I was like, oh, you gotta get blocked.
oh
yeah.
Welcome to Blocktown. It
Yeah,
gotta
man.
happen. Like,
Yeah, that's what I do too. My block is hot, Jack. Bam.
Yeah,
Gone.
The block is.
Yeah, man. Well, thank you guys for coming back
Yeah,
to the
man.
neighborhood, man.
You already know.
Yeah, man. And West Indies available for us right now.
Right
And you
now.
know how people say on all platforms. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, but congratulations to y'all, man. And thank y'all for coming back to the neighborhood.
course.
You know, sometimes people don't, I'm just going to tell you, sometimes people don't come back. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
nah.
hey, man, can we call in? You know, and Big doing any Zoom interviews or
Zoom
anything?
is crazy.
But we appreciate you,
Man,
man.
come on.
You've been out here for 30
Yeah.
years really doing
Yes, sir.
it. You are a picture of
Absolutely.
longevity that we aspire towards.
Thank
as
you,
well.
my
So,
brother. And when you at Rolling Loud, man, I'm going to throw something at you.
hey, I'll catch it too.
Yeah, you might.
Yeah,
you might.
yeah.
Give me a
You might.
Bible.
Yeah.
You gonna be there for real?
Yeah, man, my daughter, like when they did the 4 nights last year, she had me go all 4 nights. Like I want to go anyway, but I don't want to go the way she want to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She not only does she want to get there early, she don't have like, she don't understand that, you know, dad knee hurt.
Yeah.
And then you want to be at this stage, and then you want to be
At that stage.
at that stage. You know what I'm saying? And then you think your dad is Superman, where Dad, I want to get right there on the side of the
Yeah,
side.
she know you the ticket. You got the access.
major. You know, and so yeah, she don't want to go with mom,
yeah.
so it's me.
Yeah.
And then it's not just her. It's not just like, who you with, Big? It's like, oh, I'm with my daughter.
Yeah.
It's like, who you with? I'm with my daughter and her 15 friends. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah, I'm here with my daughter in her junior class. You know what I'm saying? So,
That's funny.
I seen you at the WWE in Inglewood.
yeah.
Right before the fires happened.
We were there together, right?
Oh yeah, well you
Who
a
else? It was
bootleg
just me,
Kev.
you, and yeah, Bootleg Kev.
Yeah.
And Bootleg Kev, bro. Ooh.
He a wrestling fanatic.
Oh my God, he came with his own belts. I was like, bro, homie, we grown. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, oh no, the Rock. I was the man.
yeah.
I was like, man, he took that hip hop card. Like, yeah,
funny.
he was 9 years old, bro. He was making me hype. Are you a wrestling fan?
Yeah, I'm in there, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
sure.
man.
Yeah.
What were you doing out there? Did you take anybody with you?
Yeah, me, my boy Jorge, little brother, and they family. Yeah, we was in the WME suite. We was like right behind y'all.
Or is that the William Morris? The WME thing? Oh, wow. Look at him. Oh, he was in the suite, huh? Wow, this dude, man.
I know, I was
hey,
super-
John, you know what you texted? He has changed. Yeah, he has changed, man. Well, yeah, man. I didn't see it at first, but I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm glad.
No,
I'm glad you brought
hey,
it.
bro, it was free to me. I'm like, look, free food. I'm like, I'm there.
Oh, yeah.
If
Hell
I like
yeah.
wrestling or not.
Oh, you should see, man. Let me tell you, dude. I know how to use my privilege. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? People say, oh, there is no privilege. That's why I'm telling you, I'm like, man, white people got privileges.
Yeah.
I know my privilege.
Straight up.
I know if I'm walking somewhere, literally, I could be hungry, and if somebody barbecuing in the park, it could be their daughter's 3rd birthday or whatever, and I get out, I'm like, but God, do they know me?
Yeah.
And I'm so big. Oh man, come on over here. I eat with the family.
Yeah.
That's the same thing I do at these other spots. I go in people's suites.
Come on.
Yeah, and I man.
What they gonna say? We're full. Like,
yeah,
no,
I'm like, man, I'm in there, and I'm tacky too, man. There's a show called on CBS called The Talk, and I think literally The Talk had me stop going on that show because I used to do it like probably once a month or something like that. I think really they stopped calling me to do the show is because me and my homeboy Jose, they would give us like craft services and everything, and then they'd stack your dressing room with stuff. We take everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna leave you with something.
Yeah. Oh my God. Hey, John, it was one time it was so bad I opened up one of the closets and it was all the water there. We were like,
Bro, yo, taking the water.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. Pray for me.
OD.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just pray for me, man. Are y'all doing like any slide-ins like with West Indies? Are y'all gonna do it like another like, oh man, we gonna re-strip it or we gonna put extend it on it? Put that story in there about me taking the water.
Oh, for sure.
And send one out to the big homie. But thank you guys for coming into the neighborhood once again, man. Always a pleasure to see y'all, bro. And God willing, we'll do it again.
Yes, sir.
And I'm telling you, man, you guys are such an inspiration, and I love seeing what you guys do, man. And there's some things that we just need. And I'm glad that you brothers are the ones that's doing it for us.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you, John. I appreciate you, Miles. Make sure y'all come on back to the neighborhood, Big Boy's neighborhood.